Maybe we should just focus on getting ready for the show.
Well, look who wants to be prepared. You're a regular Beagle Scout.
Wait, shouldn't I be the one who clicks if I like the joke? You can't just click after everything you say.
If it's funny, I can. And so far, they've all landed. Unlike the planes on 9/11. See? No click. That one was in poor taste. Not funny.
You know, I was supposed to be on one of those planes.
Yeah, me too.
I remember that. But you had to leave early. What happened? Why did you bail on Ron Paul?
I'll tell you why. I didn't bail on Ron Paul. It's when Jesse Ventura got up and started saying 9/11 was an inside job.
He didn't say that.
Yeah, he did say that.
No, he said that it was curious why the FBI, had Bin Laden on.
Look, I'm the mug. I got it. I was there. And but
so you had to leave because that one controversial.
I was enraged by it. It wasn't controversial.
So you were personally enraged.
Let me answer your question.
Sure.
It wasn't controversial. It was stupid. And if there's any evidence that the government was behind 9/11, I believe anything if there's evidence, but there isn't any. So knock it off. That's my view.
Okay, but
and I said that to him.
Sure, but one stupid person says something stupid at a Ron Paul event.
Yeah, I hate that. And by the way, I am open to almost any crackpot theory about anything. It's just on that subject. Come on. You know what I mean? That's too much. That even for me.
So, just out of curiosity, then, what's your take on Building 7? Which explanation do you believe?
Come on. This is like...
No, that's a serious question. Which explanation
Which explanation?
There's two explanations. It was either it was pulled, or it was isolated pockets of fire in the building that were sort of side effect from the two towers coming down that brought it down.
This is a no-win conversation, so I'm not going to continue it. But let me just say one thing. My macro view is the obvious one, which is the buildings came down because a bunch of nutcases flew a plane into them.
Okay, so are you still supporting Ron Paul?
I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm supporting Ron Paul. I like Ron Paul. I've always liked Ron Paul.
So, are you supporting anybody in the race this year?
No, I don't support. I don't even
You're
vote.
an objective journalist?
I don't even vote. I'm hardly objective. I'm honest. I'm not objective.
Certainly not afraid to speak your mind.
No, I'm not. No. You can assess my views. They're very clear.
Do you have any
but I
message?
hate that 9/11 crap. Wish they just kicked those people out. I mean,
it was supposed to be the 93rd floor.
Really?
It's important for people whose families were involved to know the truth, whether or not the government was involved or whether it was terrorists. But there's a history of government-sponsored terror throughout the past century.
Exactly.
So what do you mean, kick them out?
I don't know. Whatever.
Anybody who's a 9/11 truther should be kicked out of the country?
Of course not. I don't even believe in parking tickets. I mean, please. I just don't. I think that people, before saying something that heavy, ought to present real evidence and not just, it's a coincidence or questions remain and dumb
the fact that steel doesn't weaken until 2,400 degrees is evidence that jet fuel couldn't cause a collapse of the tower from being near the top.
Except the thing is, it did. So that's the problem.
Steel doesn't melt until 2,400 degrees, and it didn't.
Now, I go back to our interventionist policies way back when we first funded Al Qaeda. Back when they were fighting the Soviets. We gave them a lot of money. CIA pretty much trained them. I mean that's pretty much enough evidence for me.
That the government brought down the Twin Towers?
You know, the government was involved in bringing them to because they would not be trained. Because who trained them? The government trained them. The CIA trained them. Special ops trained them.
All right, I've had this debate so many times. It's not, I don't know. It seems to me that it's kind of beneath like adult discourse even really, I guess, and it definitely discredits otherwise good ideas.
I just think that the implications, if the government was involved, the implications are so vast that it should be looked into whether or not it seems ridiculous.
So for family members of the victims that are asking questions and want the evidence that's been withheld by the government released, you would say that they're less than adults somehow for wanting that information?
I would say that parasites like you make it much worse for them. That's what I would say.
I'm a parasite now?
Yeah, it's filthy to say things like that with no evidence, and you have none, you should say. That's my opinion.
How dare you!